in a smoky hall about to be overrun by Suzuki Hillman. How does that look? Okay, yeah, nice, nice. The screaming hordes will be heading up the stair shortly. Did you just close the door? Is the door open?
I think we said it as the door's open now, and is it going out to sort of stop the horde?
Because the horde will be storming the stairs. Some of them will have heard Morgan screaming as she was drilled on the fire. So they're aware that she's being harmed inside. They're gonna be coming through like a steamroller, hacking down anything in their path to try to get to her.
Well,
how are you going to handle that?
Gen's going to be directing traffic at the front door there, the top of the stairs.
Okay, you'll be facing a horde of barbarians with their blood lust up, hearing their, I guess their leader being burned alive. How do you think they'll greet you?
She captured hearts and minds, eh? Look at that. Well, I've already started that conversation with them, and I rolled a 6. You asked for a roll there. I rolled a 6, the highest number there was possible.
Okay, well, then I guess instead of hewing you down, they'll just trample you instead? Run you over?
Well, no.
For whatever reason, instead of hewing you down?
Okay. I'll warn my companions of what's coming up the stairs and down the trail up the stairs and into the church here.
Okay.
And
is it okay if I have you rudely shoved aside?
Well, as they come up, I say, Morgan's being held captive by this crazy fucker. We're here to rescue her. In the name of all free peoples, is what my character says. Jesus, that's dramatic.
Yeah, I'll have to try to not talk like a pirate. Where she be? Where she be, pale face? And then you hear the screams again, and he turns his head.
He's got her in the back.
And he plunges, and then a bunch of his men plunge into the dark smoke and scrambling over the tables and shoving the tables aside. You can hear them. As you can see, house is starting to catch fire out in the village. You can hear a scream go up now and then as one of the remaining villagers may have been ferreted out or tried to escape, and it's getting brutally skewered. What's the rest of you folks doing? Where are you standing? Grab your tokens. Put yourself where you're at.
I gotta join the activity.
Yeah, join the activity. You can move your little dudes around.
I don't have a prompt for join the activity.
Where is the prompt to do the activity? The do the activity prompt.
I see it. It's
at the bottom of the little square that looks like different images of cards: diamond, clubs, triangle,
No,
circle.
I don't have that.
Well, you'll figure it out. It's there.
Hang on.
It's long where you can unmute yourself, mute yourself, tick on your camera, tick off your camera. It's in the Discord, not Restream.
No,
You manipulate it in Discord. Restream's just where everyone can see all the action, all this gripping action unfolding.
Yeah, by the looks of it,
There
there's
you
one
go.
barbarian
Here.
left.
Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
There's one guard left. Do you want to keep him or
You lost sight of him.
lost sight of him? Okay.
Lost sight of him in the smoke.
So in that case, I will climb up on top of the sort of mezzanine floor. I think.
You're gonna climb up the ladder.
Is there a ladder on both sides or just the one side?
Both sides, just
Both
in
sides.
different places. Just in
Okay.
different places.
I will climb up there then.
Yeah, that is like an open loft on the east side, and the one on the west side goes up through a hatch. But the hallway on either sides are enclosed. They're not balconies. If that
Okay.
makes any sense.
Yeah, it's like a balcony running around the edge, wasn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah, but
okay.
it's walled in. It's not an open balcony. It's walled in.
Okay. What's this?
Well, that's where you're going to find the other guard.
First. Okay.
So let's roll to see if you're surprised.
fuck.
Let's see. It's going to be your wits versus his action die. How's that?
Wits versus. Wits is D10. Okay, yes, one.
Oh, look at that. It's one of your strengths.
Just got to find a D10 now. There we go. I rolled a mighty 4.
Okay, this guy's got a D6. And he gets a 5. So he's going to try to strike you with his sword. And he gets a free strike against you.
Okie dokie.
And let's get the Suzuki helmet. Stats. Flying heads, no. Demon hounds, no. Tomb ghouls, no. Look at all the friends you've made.
It's not about the journey, it's about the friends. Oh, we lost somebody.
9 against 4, 5. You're taking 5 hits. What do you got on your head and chest for armor?
I have a chainmail cow.
Okay, so you knock off 3 of that. So,
I thought
roll an action die. What? Where's my difficulty table?
where's chainmail?
7 or better to maintain your grip on the ladder as you get fucking whacked in the head. The only thing keeping you alive and conscious is the chain cowl. Instead of the blade biting deep into your skull, it bit deep into the links.
I rolled a 2 for action die.
So you are sprawled back on the floor on your rear end.
And chain is only +2. So how much damage did I take?
5.
5. Thank you much.
Thank you very much. Would you like some more?
Well, it's always nice to be polite.
Okay. There you are, Siva. Sorry about that. Didn't see you drop out. Siva, you see Yasmina come tumbling down the ladder with a big wicked gash on her head that obviously their chainmail cowl only saved her from getting. Yep, there you go. Keep that one muted. What are you doing, Siva?
I don't know.
Okay, again.
I don't know what we're doing. I didn't play last week, and I don't even know
We
what
didn't
the hell's
play
going
last
on.
week. We didn't play last week. We didn't play because you weren't there.
I said I didn't play.
None of us did.
Neither did we. Neither did we. Thank you very little.
Well, you didn't have to wait for me. You got a copy of my character.
Yeah, I'm not running them. I got enough to do.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that, guys.
That's right.
I guess I'm going to attack somebody.
Who are you attacking?
I'm going to attack the dude that just hit Yasmin.
He's up in the loft. He climbed up the ladder, stuck his head up, got surprised, and rocked back down.
Well, so I got no visual on it?
Nope.
Okay. Plan B.
He's up the ladder.
Do I have visual on any attackers?
You have a horde of barbarians that are running by you. Several, they're charging into the smoke to try to go free Morgan.
Are they friend, foe, or neutral?
They're ignoring you right now because they hear her.
Okay. I'll do some first aid on Yasmin.
Oh, thank you much.
Okay, roll
Roll my wit.
5 or better. Roll a 5 or better. Whether you're using wits or action, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Wits.
Depends.
Wits.
I'm incapacitated, if that makes any difference.
You're unconscious?
No, I'm on 1. I'm just incapacitated.
Oh, one,
not
okay,
unconscious.
yeah. So if you can get you up to 3, you can regain your feet.
I
If
rolled
not,
an 8.
you rolled an 8, so you get two hits back.
I'm on 3.
So
Thank you.
So you regain your feet.
Thank you.
And the choking, the choking smoke has the smell of what you're familiar mostly in temples is the smell of lotus powder being burned.
Oh.
So everyone give me an ego roll. Just need some numbers.
Ego. Check.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Sorry, 3 for me.
Okay.
Again, rolled a 1.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I gotta make a couple notes for some of these guys.
Why are they starting a fire without a chimney?
There's holes in the roof.
Yeah, this is a thick cloying smoke that, like, it's not wafting up, but more like filling up, like dry ice. And again, roll a d4 for some sanity damage as you are paralyzing hideous hallucinations. You think you see black writhing tentacles coming out of the lotus smoke.
Well, I'm actually outside. You know that
I know.
I'm
The
like,
smoke is that strong. You were standing on the step. Everyone is rolling. Everyone's checking.
all right. What did you say? A D4?
Yep.
All right. 2.
Oh, sugar.
Yasmina, you don't take any damage, but you are caught up in these hallucinations as well.
Okay.
That in your wrung head, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, the bodies, they stand again. You were dead and you walk. No.
And then you hear in the smoke, this opaque smoke at the end of the hall, screams of some barbarians screaming in terror, and they go running back out of the smoke towards the front of the hall. That's Gen's gibbering form. Siva, what are you going to do? You're the only one unaffected by. You seem to see people clutching at things in terror or running out in terror. And you hear the screams of Morgan through the smoke at north of the hall as she's obviously still on the hibachi grill.
Well, she's getting rescued by the barbarians, isn't she?
They just came running the other way. They just got affected by the load of smoke and are caught up in the hallucinations. They think that they're being.
So I got to do the rest. So I got to do the rescuing. Is my only option.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Plunge into the smoke.
I'm going to make that happen.
Okay, you can hear Silas Rue. You can't see him because the smoke's so thick, but you can hear him chanting, speaking in blasphemous tones, calling on gods and demons from beyond by the power of the hammer of Justica. I bind you to my will type of shit. Take this sacrifice. And you hear the grilling meats. What are you going to do?
I'm going to get her off the fire.
Okay, make an action roll. You need to get a 5 or better to not burn yourself when you go to find her in the smoke, clouded smoke. Because you can hear her, can't see her. Let's see where you grab. Roll your action die.
I rolled a 1.
So not 1 point of damage. You take 2 points of damage and burn your hands as you go to grab her quickly, and you think she's there, but she's not. And then you hear Silas Rue screaming, "Hands off my sacrifice!" And then there's a wishing by your head as he swung at you with something. Next round, are you going to try to? Now you know where she is. Do you want to grab her and pull her off, or do you want to defend yourself?
I'm going to grab her and pull her off.
Okay, let's see. He's going to make another swing. You get a 5, 6, 7, 8. He manages to hit you with this hammer, magic hammer. Right in the guts. Get any armor there?
Yeah, I got leather armor there.
Do you have a shield or no?
Yeah, I got my +1 shield,
Okay, so you
And
take
my
3
le-
points of damage.
and my leather armor is +2.
Leather armor is +1.
But I got the full suit. Full suit's +2.
Oh, okay. Okay, then you take 1 point of damage. Let's hear it for armor and shield protection.
Okay, time for me to try my thing.
Yep, yep.
I rolled a 2.
That's not going to cut it, I don't think. So you lose him in the smoke, and you can still hear him chanting. Again, and Yasmina, you guys both get to make an ego roll again. You need to get a 5 or better to snap out of it.
5 or better, right? I rolled a 6 in your face.
Okay.
What? These are not the
Oh, I
dead.
didn't. I rolled a 4. Didn't quite make it.
Okay. So now you roll down the stairs. Next turn you'll be free enough. You'll have enough fresh air that you will be no longer under the influence. So Siva and Silas Rue can go at it again. He's using the hammer. He can see through the smoke because he's a wizard. He gets an 8. Siva, are you going to defend yourself, or I guess you can't defend yourself. Yeah, you take but with all your stuff, you take another point of damage as he in the smoke, obscured smoke, he reaches out and strikes you in the guts again. Boom, boom. Obviously, trying to bludgeon you back away from his sacrifice. That's moaning on the ground at the feet below you. You may attack, but you're at a -2 because you're blinded. So add all your bonuses, take 2 away from that, and that's your final modifier.
Well, I got to take on the wizard. And I'm going to yell to Yasmin to get Morgan off the fire.
Okay.
She's off the fire. She's at your feet. You did pull her off the fire. You took a blow to do that.
Okay.
He's dead now.
Well, then I guess I'm going to attack.
Okay. Whatever your total bonuses are, take 2 off of it for striking in the blinding smoke.
Okay, I rolled a 6. What's my short sword? +1.
7.
Melee attack is +2.
So that's 9. -2 is 7. Okay. And he blocks it. You strike the shaft of his hammer, and there's sparks. Yasmina, what are you going to do?
I'm assuming that our last red shirt is dead now, isn't he? 'Cause he was wounded.
Yeah, he's bled out.
Okay, get rid of him then. I will run into the smoke.
Hey, Mark, you've got to mute your Discord mic.
Oh, is that still working? Oh, sorry, man. I thought I'd done that. Where's Discord gone? No, I'm muted on Discord.
Okay. Oh, you were.
I'm muted on Discord.
Yeah, no, I had the feedback as well.
Okay. Yasmina, roll your action die. 5 or better not to trip over something going from one side of the hall there across 3 tables or not. See if you get caught up, trip, fall.
No, hang on. I want a D8. There you go. I rolled a 5 exactly.
Fantastic. So you're going by sound. You can hear the fighting up front. You can feel the heat of the brazier or the big smoke fire pit. And you get close enough to see Morgan's badly burned body.
I will rugby tackle her off the 5 bit.
Okay, Siva had gotten her off the grill. She's on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
So you kind of like trip over as you get to the raised fire pit, raised grill.
In that case, I will try and start dragging her out of the smoke towards the doors.
Do you know
Is that mine?
what do they call them? Those things they were like called snakes. They were like these little black pellets. You lit them on fire,
Oh yeah, they sort of.
and this charcoal snake would expand out of it.
Yeah.
She starts doing that.
That's not good.
Like her crispy-fied skin that's blackened is splitting apart, and it's like these black smoky tendrils are coming out of her body. And she's screaming. And then like you're pulling her by her what'd you say, fireman's carry, or tugging her by the ankles? What were you doing?
Just grabbing whatever was nearest and dragging her. So her feet, her shoulders. Why is this
Okay. Then you can start feeling her legs starting to writhe like tentacles. As like there's multiple of them coming out of her smoking body.
How do we do sand roll again?
You gotta make your ego check and get a 5 or better.
A 5 or better. So that's D6. I got a 5.
I'm sorry, and I think I forgot. I was going to give my mistake, and I think I was going to give one of you who's. Never mind. It'll come up later. I was trying to remember something one of you guys had suffered a couple of times, and I was going to make you more resistant to it during ego checks. I'll have to check my notes.
Why is that?
So you keep a grip on your sanity, I believe.
Okie dokie. Has someone got a speaker on?
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Because I'm always hearing my voice back, which is annoying.
I'm muted. Butters is muted. I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Maybe that'll help.
I don't know. Nope. I know my voice is beautiful, but I'm like second guessing myself now.
The reverb is caused by speakers being too close to a microphone.
That's got to be me.
Yeah, because.
How about now? Is that better?
Dore, me, far. No.
Okay. This is gonna. I'm moving in headphones to see if this stops this. I'm gonna kill my freedom of movement.
It doesn't matter where. Oh, that's better. That seems to have worked.
How's the reverb now?
That seems better now.
It was me. It was me.
Ah, bloody Crypt Keeper.
Uh-huh. Do you want to keep dragging her?
No, I'm gonna go and run the fuck out.
Okay. Yasmina and Silas Rue are still fighting.
She's possessed. She's possessed. Run.
He rolls a 5. Considering your armor and shield, he just hits you. No damage. Siva, you can try to hit him now.
Okay.
What was it with all your bonuses? You in a -2 still? Swinging in the smoke.
I rolled a 4 plus 3 is 7.
7, okay. You tag him. You hear him yelp. You whacked him in the chest.
Does that short sword also do +1 damage?
No.
Yeah.
No, damage is to hit and damage is all just one roll. He got a 5 total. And what was your total again?
7.
7. So he takes 2 points of damage. See how that works? Again, what would you like to do?
So have I gotten back my senses?
Have you passed a check yet?
No, I said, well, I was just gonna, you said if I'd be clearing my head if I went down the stairs there.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you don't have to roll. So you are good.
Okay, so I take a big deep breath, and my 2 companions are still in there. So I literally take a big gulp of no, I know. I grab a rag there and I dose it with water really well,
Mm-hmm.
and I put that over my mouth and I go running back in there and take a deep breath and hold it. And just sprint towards the action there.
Okay. Right on. Leap the fire pit, run across the tabletops.
Well, I had
go ahead.
weave my way in there to try and I'm listening to hear what's going on in there to try and catch to help navigate, I guess.
You can hear Siva and Silas Rue fighting at the front of the hall there, all the way to the other end. And I guess Yasmina is saying something. I don't know what it'd be, but it might be surprise or horror or egads.
Geez, I would have thought she's into this kind of weird shit.
The gods have forsaken us. Ah! That's what she said.
And now, like these tendrils, blackened. Now they have a plopping sound to them as they smack and hit things and swing around. And you hear Silas Rue like, "Kill my enemies, demon! Take them to hell and devour their souls." Let's see if he escapes anything. And you hear him yell as, "Hands off of me! Ah, what is this? I command ye! Release me!" And Siva, you can see through the smoke up close because you're fighting him that he's getting the tendrils are writhing around, and several of them have grabbed him. They seem to be groping blindly. There's several of them now, like 4. Coming out of this thick yellow smoke. So you can see about what? You can see about 3-4 feet around you, and then it's all obscured.
Well,
Again, you have to duck to avoid getting hit by one as it whips around. They're starting to lengthen. Before they were just like 5-6 feet. Now they're starting to get to like 9-10 feet long.
It seems like Morgan's defending herself, but does that mean she's going to hit anybody in the room or just go after the wizard?
The tendrils, it's hard to tell. They seem to be just striking out blindly.
Yeah, maybe we should retreat then and let the wizards battle each other.
Okay. Top of the next round. What's everyone doing?
So how far did Gen get there up to that wizard that last round?
You're at the front of the fire pit. You can see Yasmina holding Morgan's ankles, and her badly burned body has got these black tendrils coming out of her. They're starting to really pat at the trunk of her body and go out like tapering black.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Tendrils, and they're whipping and snapping. And you can hear Siva and Silas Rue to what would be to your right, like maybe to the right of the main hall chairs, struggling and fighting.
All right.
And you hear Silas Rue screaming, "Hiya! What's this? I command you! Hands off of me!"
Okay. So since those two are kind of mixing it up, Gen's going to do a surprise attack here, and he's going to run up there and behind Silas, and his action's going to be to attempt to grab a hold of that warhammer.
Okay.
And once he gets a hold of it, because again, Gen's a pretty strong farm boy and he's been using tools his whole life and been wrestling and this and that, he is going to literally grab the head of that warhammer and just wrench that guy's arm all the way back and down. So in other words, use his arm and the length of the warhammer as a lever and just crank on that son of a bitch until he drops that hammer. Till it like literally. I was just watching some of that cage fighting and those guys wrestling each other. Yeah, it's nasty when somebody gets a hold of some guy's leg or arm and just cranks on it. I didn't realize wrestling was so brutal, until you actually watch it happen. Yeah, so that's what Gen's going to do. He's going to use the length of that guy's arm and the length of that warhammer to maximum leverage to get him to lose the grip on that hammer. And then once he's got that, if that happens, he's just running the hell out of there.
Okay, you get a 5 or better on your action die. If you have any specialisms, like I guess on a combat, you can add it. But because of the smoke, you have a -2.
All right. Okay, I'm going to spend one of my. I'm going to spend an experience point to roll at advantage here on this
There you
one.
go. Hero point, or we can call them Pulp Fiction points.
Yeah,
There you go. That's what they're there for.
yeah, I've been saving them. This is the big hero action. So Stan, then he's just had enough. Oh, Jesus. Didn't work out. I rolled a 3 and then I rolled a 2. Fuck.
So,
What's your melee? What about your melee bonus?
this is he's not using a melee weapon. He's grappling. He's trying to grab something out of his hand.
Okay.
So I don't apply that. Melee's for fucking cutting and thrusting and killing, and knowing a wide range of weapons and how to use them. So I want to make unarmed combat a specialism in itself. Just personal preference. So you do grab a hold of him. You don't grab the hammer. You grab a hold of him, and you feel yourself, him and you both lifted off the ground as the two tendrils that hold Silas Rue pick him up. Yasmina, what are you doing?
I am running out of the smoke and
Okay.
through the barbarian horde to exit the building.
Okay, make an action die roll as as we see if any of the tendrils
excellent.
get a hold of you.
A minute, D8. Jeez, I just had it a minute ago. There you go. Probably not, as I rolled a 3.
Yeah, I got a 7. So that's a 4. You are grasped around, and here's where that hit location chart comes in handy. One of them is wrapping around your chest.
I have. I've got chainmail on there. If it's damage thing or just a
No
grapple thing.
damage.
Just a
That's
grapple.
why you're not taking any damage, because it's kind of like a grappling attack.
Okie
With crushing damage. Take a point of crushing damage.
Down to 2. Okay.
That's bad.
Ow. As she coughs up blood.
Okay. Siva, what are you going to do?
Well, the wizard's being grappled by Gen and a tentacle.
Yep.
So that
And
probably
Silas is still-
means he is unable to defend himself.
Well, his arm's free, and he's still waving that hammer around.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attack him.
Okay. Roll to hit. Give him a defense. And this thing's got. You're looking at a defense non-contested action of 4 or better.
I rolled a 1 plus 3 is 4.
You rolled a 1. So you go in there and you are halted by a tentacle wrapping around you. Next round of combat. Again, I want to know what you're doing first.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing because I want to grab that hammer because I have a feeling it's going to help the situation here.
Okay, you need to roll a 5 or better on your action die to rip it free from his grasp.
All right. Okay, I rolled an 8.
Okay, so you are being lifted up in the air, holding on to him, and you have ripped the hammer from him. What would you like to do with your movement action?
So can I clearly see that Morgan's basically been transformed into something irredeemable? Is that what we're
Yes.
seeing?
Yeah. She's starting to turn into now just like a blackened, bubbly, ashen blob with tentacles
Right.
coming out.
Okay. Okay. So I let go of the wizard there,
Uh,
let him drop to the floor, and so my
well,
two companions.
he's not dropping anywhere because he's wrapped.
No, I mean, no, I'm dropping to the
Yes.
floor or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. So
Yes, you
I have
are
the
not
hammer in
wrapped.
my hand now, right?
Uh-huh.
So I quit myself now. So then I look around to see the status of my two companions here.
I think they're both caught up in tentacles. One each. Am I correct? I know Siva is.
Yep.
Yasmina, you were wrapped. Yes.
All right. Well, there's nothing for it then. Well, then I go over there. How many more free tentacles are there?
3. There's 2 on Silas Rue, 1 each on Siva and Yasmina. So then there's 3 left. So there's a total of 8, and 3 of them are not engaged. Seeking other victims. And there's the smell of rotten egg everywhere.
Right. And is there any source for that?
For the tendrils?
No, for the smoke. Like, is there a brazier that's still going to kick out all that smoke?
Yeah, it was coming from burning yellow lotus powder, and that is starting to clear out. Silas Rue threw a bunch of yellow lotus powder on the grill to start the summoning ritual that he actually succeeded in with the hammer.
Right. Well,
so vision is returning. There's just the sickly yellow haze now throughout the room.
Well, it's an interesting dilemma here now that Gan faces, because he's thinking the cause needs this hammer.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a chance to run like hell.
Yes, he does.
Leave his companions behind to deal with their fate. Or he stays and risks losing his life and the hammer and his companions all in one fell swoop, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, that's an interesting one.
And all of a sudden there was a polymarket flash. Well, Bitcoin dipped to 62,000 on June 18th. None of you guys have made a comment. This is a new thing that I was waiting for you guys to say something, get rid of it, but you never did.
I thought it was just that advertising thing you have to put up for having a free program.
No, it's a widget. They have widgets. The only widget they have available right now in the free service is the polymarket ticker. How hideous is that?
Okay.
I found it hideous. So I thought I'd put it up there and throw hideous shit around, but
well, first of all, when Gen grabs that hammer there, does anything significant happen at all?
Oh yeah. You feel like an electric charge go through your body, like something like it's like something's happy to see you.
Hello. Family show.
What happened? What's going on?
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, then I'm going to try and do the impossible. Here. Who's closest? I guess Siva's closest to Gen. So Gen's gonna get. I'm a little bit confused here. Do I just get a movement or a movement and an action at this point?
Two actions,
Yeah, it's a top. It's a top of a round, right? So you got.
yeah, sorry. Okay. So, so is Morgan actually
Power on.
where's she actually located?
She's nearby on the ground, but she's more of just like a source of tentacles right now, as this ashy-looking, pulpy blob that sizzles and pops.
Right.
And then you see fledgling sprout tendrils starting to grow.
Okay.
There'll be more and more of them.
Oh, sorry.
Is there any kind of that thing that he was roasting her on? What kind of a structure was that?
Just think of a brick fire pit, about 3 feet high, square, grill
Right.
over the top, stoke the flames, roast your pigs and hogs and people. It's got a
Right.
large grilling surface.
Okay. So
Not
does it have
iron, red
it
hot.
has a metal grate on it?
Yes.
Now, how does it? Ken looks at it. Is it just setting on there?
Yes,
or
it's
is
just
it
setting on there.
attached
Yes,
now?
it could be lifted up because they need to lift it up to clean it.
Yeah.
All that
So
burnt fat and
how
tallow.
how close is she to that grate?
She's at the foot of it
Right.
because Siva yanked her off the grill, and then Yasmina started pulling her away, but didn't get very far.
Right. Okay. So what Dan's going to do is he's going to run around the far side of that thing, so that he's on the opposite side of where her body is lying on the ground, I would imagine.
Okay.
And he's going to grab that hammer with 2 hands,
Uh-huh.
and he's going to use the edge of the hammer to get underneath that grate, get it
Uh-huh.
up, flip it over on top of her.
Okay. What's this going to be? This is going to be another difficulty level 5 feat of strength.
Alrighty then. All right, I need my lucky dice rolls here. Oh, I rolled a 10.
Fuck yeah! Flap. You flip the hot metal grill on top of the pulping mass that was Morgan, and the smell is awful. But you are grilling up this demon in a most excellent manner that is forcing it to retreat from this plane of existence. And there's nothing left but smoking ruin and stench.
Right. Well, then I promptly go over there and bash Silas's brains in.
Okay, yeah, he gets released from the tendrils, and so he's dazedly trying to get to his feet, and you can easily just blast him with your hammer. That feels really good in your hand. You pulp his head as he's getting up.
Yeah.
I command you to. There's a big sound, like the crack of wood and the splatter of a melon.
Bloody hell.
The gore coats your arms and your chest in a spray.
And then I attend to my companions there and do some first aid or whatever it takes. And
Well, we've got the horde of barbarians running in at the moment.
The smoke drove most of them out. The smoke
Okay.
drove them away in fear. They succumbed to the hallucinations.
Nations.
They're superstitious barbarians. They ran away in fear. What you see on the front is that you see, cohorts of barbarians burning villages, burning huts, and looting. You may see a villager out in the square, like, no! And they just like cut their throat. Hey, down with the white man! Down with the white man! Drive them from the hills!
Well,
so it's not going to be much to. Well, you tell me guys what you're going to do. Right now, no one has showing any interest in, three bloodied reavers.
well, once these guys get up on their feet, then I suggest we keep somebody
shit.
as a scout at the front of the door and get the other two guys to ransack the place. Because maybe there's some more shit in here that we could use.
You guys going to spend time ransacking the place?
There's still at least 2 barbarians possibly in the building. There's one on the first floor that stabbed me, and there's one that was by the door but disappeared. So we may not be alone unless they ran out or got killed by hallucinations or something. There's the one there, and then someone.
Talk to me about your ransacking then.
I'm not ransacking. I'm just running out of the building.
Okay.
Lying on the floor, crying and weeping, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
What was that? The tentacles, the beast.
Yasmina, are you going to spend time? Gen seems to want to spend some time searching the hall. I want to know if you are going to as well, or are you going to get the fuck out of there? Siva, are you going to stay in the hall and participate in Gen's ransacking, or are you going to get out?
No, I'll stay with Gen.
Okay. Take a look at the map.
Was he able to give us any first aid?
Again, if he makes a 5 or better wits roll, you can get 2 hit points back.
No, I didn't make that.
He is unable to patch your wounds at this time.
Can I patch my own?
Do you have first? It's really difficult. You got to get what? You got to get a 7 or better on your action die.
Worth the try.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Nope.
Well, my first aid's +2.
Oh, you got first
That'd be
aid.
7, 8.
Fucking difference, doesn't it? So yes, then you're fine. Then you get 2 hit points back.
What's that? Someone
You get 2 back.
Okay.
So, yeah, there are two mercenaries up on the second floor still lurking around. Tell me, guys, what you're doing on the second floor so we can figure out where they're going to try to surprise you and attack you.
Well, no, hang on here. So Gen's with Siva there, and she patching herself up, and Gen says, "Well, look at Yasmina doesn't have a taste for this, but what if we stick together here and just slowly work our way through the hallway here? Maybe there's some treasure here we can find and use. This son of a bitch, there's a good chance he's been hoarding something in here.
Mm-hmm.
If Yasmin is cool with that, I'm cool with it.
No, she ran out.
You should be able to move your own tokens, by the way.
So are you okay? So we're gonna just stay on the main floor for now, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're gonna look around because I I am cognizant of the fact that we probably didn't kill all the enemies there, because I was at the door watching all the shit go down until I went a little crazy. But so do we find anything on the main floor or see where those guys all are at all? And also, so there's the stairs on the down at the 7 o'clock position that go up to a balcony, right?
One's an open balcony and one's enclosed. The one to the east is open and then goes into an enclosed hall to the north. The one on the western side, that ladder goes up into an enclosed room, so that's like a hatch. Instead of a ladder just leaned against the wall, that's leaned against the hatch, an opening that you go into. And then that is a covered hallway to the north to those two rooms. The ladders, both those two ladders at the north, they lean up to a open doorway that brings you up into those rooms.
Right. Well, what do you figure, Siva? Where should we search here?
And this is where up in here is where Yasmina got attacked.
Yeah. So I don't know if Siva saw that, but Gan didn't, because I was outside at the time.
Yeah, Siva saw Yasmina fall down the ladder, clutching his head because he got whacked really hard, poking his head up in there. There's also, there's concealed doors. One is under this ladder. The other one is right here. And these are actually, there's a first level room underneath the floor of each one of these. And that's larders where the dry goods and food are kept. So food is stocked in there and pulled out and thrown on those grill pits and cooked.
Right.
Turnips, cheese, salted beef.
So Gan says to Siva, he says, "Well, look at, you think there's any more of those guards lurking in here?"
Up there in the loft.
Yeah. Okay. So Gan says, he yells out. The fiend Silas has been vanquished. I hold the hammer now and am in command here. Your only chance of survival is to come down and parley with me to get out of this village. Because as you can hear, those savages are ransacking the place. But if I speak on your behalf, that you work for me and you're part of my crew, there's a chance you can get your sorry asses outside the city walls, and you can do what you must, or you can work for me. Your choice.
Roll your ego die.
I rolled a 3.
No one's answering you. You hear a thump in the room, the second floor room in the northeast. Northwest, excuse me. I'm always going backwards. Something being heavy being dragged across the floor.
And then what Gan says, he says, I'm fucking serious. They're gonna come in here and burn this place down to get you out of here. Your only chance is with me.
A big dude swings out from the northwest second floor through that open doorway, and he just leaps down. Doesn't even bother to take the stairs, and he's got this big two-handed sword set with jewels. And it looks like he's got at least like 6 large hoops of gold that he's stuck up his arm. And he says, I've got what I need. I'll be taking my chances and getting out of here myself.
Well then, so Gan points with his hammer. He says, well, there's the door. We're not going to stop you.
Okay. He guys eyes you warily. And he heads out with his loot. Which one? Let's not give this guy a name because he was here before, years ago. Hadrick. It's Hadrick. Yeah, he says I'm not the joining type, and heads on out.
Yeah, well, he can be the dying type then.
Where are you going to go now? I mean, this exchange happened on the first floor.
Yeah. So, well, Siva, what do you figure? I mean, where there's some gold hoops, there's got to be more. We should go up there to see
what was the objective of the mission?
To save Morgan.
Consider her saved.
Grab the hammer.
Yeah, the mission is to grab the hammer.
Oh.
Because you're taking a journey into hell, and you need it, and you believe you need the hammer at Justica to give you a fighting chance.
Let's go back to the camp with the who were they? The nomads or whatever.
Again, no one wants to go pilfer the hall with you. Are you going to go search the room yourself now?
Well, Siva, we've got there's probably food stores in here.
You found those.
Yeah, well, we need to we got to restock here. We're because we're wandering around the wilderness right now, right? Because those savages are going to come in here and clean this place out. So there's probably some dried meat down there and whatnot.
Yep, several casks of fine meat. They're kind of bulky to carry unless you got a wagon.
Yeah, no, we're not going to fuck around with that. But we're gonna at a minimum quickly raid that pantry for anything. Gen's gonna stuff his pack with some dried food.
Yeah, wheels of cheese and such. There's all sorts of good stuff. There's good stuff, acorns, all that kind of stuff.
And then I think we should go up there to see where that fucker came from because he knew where the treasure was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It used to be the Jarl's room. Then it became Silas Rue's room. There's hides of several bears scattered about because the room has been turned over. There's a drinking horn chased with silver and platinum. There's 4 large gold hoops laying on the ground. There is a long chest that has been busted open. And there's a hammered silver torque and a bunch of looks like gold and silver coins. Like a lot of them, like you can't carry them in your hands. You need to take the box or get a couple of big sacks. So let's get a number on this, what you're looking at. I'm rolling treasure dice. I think this is one of the few times we've done this in this game. Oh, no, that's the wrong dice to roll. 200 gold pieces. $500 silver pieces. A hammered silver torque, drinking horn, and the hides of several bears.
All right.
So I guess the coinage, let's see, that's 300 coins.
So what we'll do is we'll grab 3 pokes of coins for each of us. Okay. And then we'll fill that drinking horn with fucking gold.
Okay.
And silver, like to the brim.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And so we're just going to keep a good sack of coins for each of us. And then we're going to get the hell out of there. Go meet up with Yasmina. Well, again, we'll give her, right?
We can wrap some stuff in the bearskins.
Well, yeah. Again says, yeah, bearskins. That's a good idea. We still have to bargain our way out of here. So I'm going to give the horn worth this gold.
How about this? The Suzuki Hillmen are the Bear Hill clan. Bear Hill clan.
Right.
They actually wear bearskins as part of their outfit and identity.
Right.
The Suzuki Bear tribe. Bear tribe. Bear clan. The Bear clan.
All right. So so check this out. We need to make a show of it, Siva. We got to negotiate our asses out of here successfully. So, and these clans are all about sharing. I know we used to trade with them all the time. So yeah, you're onto something here. Let's grab one of these bearskins here. Put a bunch of coins in the middle of it, fill that cup, and then put that in the middle of that. And we'll get that down on the first floor. And then Siva, you grab what side of this bearskin, and I'll grab the other side. And let's march out of here and just walk right down the middle of the village until we find the chief of this whole operation here. So as we're doing that, we gather up Yasmina. Is she still standing there?
No, she's lying on the floor on the steps.
Sitting on the steps, just watching the village burn.
Well, she's lying down, puking blood at the moment.
Oh, great. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love it when she does that. That's my favorite part of her.
Well, can you again? We walk up again. Can you walk? I mean, that again says, yeah. Can you walk? We gotta make a show of it. We gotta.
I don't know. I've just been crushed by a tentacle. I've just seen a woman turn into a ball of
Well,
tentacles.
well, fucking snap out of it. We're going to hell. This is nothing. You survived it though. That's the important part. Here's some fucking coin. Stash that down down somewhere private, and we're making a show of it. So the three of us grab a hold of the corner of this fucking bearskin, and we're gonna walk right down the middle of this goddamn fairway here. And Gen's gonna hide that fucking hammer down his privates.
Right? It's a war hammer.
Yeah, it's a war hammer. Well, he is going to.
I've walked out of grocery stores with whole hams tucked down my shirt, so I get it. But
yeah, all right. Well, then what he's Gan has a shield, eh? So what he's going to do is he's going to keep the warhammer on the inside of his shield with the head, like he's going to hold the shaft of the hammer up, choke it up close to the head. Grab the handle of the shield so that the true value of that warhammer is kind of hidden by his shield. And he's gonna use the glitter of all this gold and the spectacle of us marching out of that smoke-filled fucking hellhole with an offering for these guys.
Okay, everyone gets 3 Pulp Fiction points, 3 hero points for successfully retrieving the hammer and coming up with a good idea on how to get the fuck out of here without your heads being removed from your body and offered to the Bear Clan's horrible gods. They burn their victims alive. Burning people alive is the thing with the Hillman. I mean, it's a thing in Sustra anyways. I think there's one of the cities on the coast of Sustra worships a fire god where they just fucking roast babies all day long. They're like horrid. Where is that? That's it's not Gazor. Zal, Zhaol, where they worship the fire gods. Yeah, they burn people alive on a daily basis, kind of like you got fucking sacrificial ovens. It's horrid. Not like the quaint, folksy human burnings that the Hillmen do, which more like Wicker Man shit. But you are stopped eventually and corralled as you guys wander down, and Hillmen stop their butchery to stare at you guys. And who are these men? And they're carrying gold on a bear's skin. And it's in the town center where you can see some of the old dried out people that were tied or strung up by the Jarl or Silas Rue. There's the iron box that held the lottery slips for the sacrifices years ago to the Demon Hound. And that's where you run into the new leader of the Bear Clan. So we're gonna start to parlay, I guess, with your offer.
So we drop that thing on the ground, okay, and Gan introduces himself and then names his partners there, and he says,
Morgan has mentioned you, has talked to
you. Yeah, and I said, I was here 2 years ago. We happened upon this hold here, and there was a scourge of this demon thing in the forest, and I first experienced Morgan's courage. She was tied up, and we couldn't let that happen, my companions at the time, so we freed her, and she helped us fight this thing with fire, and we drove it off, and then we left because the Earl of the time was too strong for me. So I returned. And then we saw this fucking shit show happening. And then the Red Scourge in the land. So we've survived it. You'll find Silas.
Giacomo is the chief's name, and he goes, "You're leaving a lot out."
Yeah, well, no, I
But
don't remember. I never met that.
you were said to have taken the wolf spear into the Black Manse and were never seen again. That you all perished and were dragged to hell.
Yeah, no, I survived that. My companions were lost with the spear. We ultimately were trying to kill that
So the
thing with
wolf
that
spear
spear.
of Ulenhof is now truly lost.
Yeah, I can tell the tale of that. I was there, witnessed it. I barely got out alive as the whole building was consumed into a hell pit. Seems to be a theme in the land lately. Insanity rules. You'll find more of that insanity. We vanquished that up in the Ural's abode there. We brought this for you, and there's more up there, and there's a whole store of food up there. We've taken a bit of it for ourselves.
What do you
We
want
would
from me?
we
Not that
wish
I
safe passage out of
have
here.
the power to take what I want here. This is all this,
Well, we've done our
this
part.
cohorts are gathered around, fingering their knives.
Yeah, well, we penetrated the mist and fought a demon that son of a bitch
And where is
conjured
Morgan?
up.
And where is her father that she sought to free?
Well, we found out he was sacrificed to the Red Prince. We asked on our way in. We asked about him because, of course, he was a friend and a contact of ours, back in the day. But Morgan was transformed in a ritual by that Silas Rue character that we killed, and she couldn't be saved. She's turned to ash at the base of that brazier that's up there.
Well, at least we could do is behead the fucking wizard that spawned this mess.
Well, he's there. I caved his head in, and but for fighting that son of a bitch on our behalf and Morgan's behalf, we offered this, and we asked safe passage out of here. I think we earned it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you'll get safe passage. Giving up the goods.
And also for myself and for what we carry right now, we wish to leave.
And that is granted. Though Morgan has spoken highly of you and your efforts, you are no longer welcome in the hills, the Suzuki Hills. Hyro belongs to the Bear Clan now.
Okay, well, I hope you continue to think, regardless, think well of Gan and his companions. Oh fuck! Here, I'm still waking up here.
Siva and Yasmina.
Yeah, Siva and Yasmina. And just know that as the Red Scourge creeps across the land, we will be fighting against that, as all free people do. And then we just get the fuck out of there.
Okay. Yeah. It's like the doings of the degenerate and the decadent civilized folk concern us not. We live in the hills.
Yeah.
The
Well,
hills
they've been
live within
warned.
us.
They've been warned.
Mm-hmm. So you got a horn stuffed with a bunch of gold and silver.
No. We left that in the middle of
Oh.
the thing for them. Right? That's how we carried
Yes,
some of
yes,
that out. And we have a poke of coins that each one, a poke of coins for the three of us each.
Okay. Let me
I don't know
roll,
how much that's worth, but we have some
I'm just
money.
going to randomly give you a mix. How's that for each person? Roll some die. What do you think?
Well, we were trying to not be squimp on him. See, especially Siva. I think he's a thief. I think he was good at divvying and stealing.
Okay. Siva, you bagged 40 of the coins. And let's see. Let's roll to see how many of them are silver, and the others will be gold. What will I roll? There's more silver than gold. So you scooped 11 gold. And what? 29 silver. Again, you scooped 70 coins. And 30 of them are gold. The other 40 are silver. And for Yasmina, you managed to, oh, look at that, come out with 40 silver for her. Okay. Journey back to the war camp.
Yeah, we need to get everybody healed up. Now, Jay, magic items in this world here, like, do you find out about them when you use them, or like they kind of make themselves known?
Yeah, you don't know much history about the Hammer of Justica. And what it does, you don't know. Yes.
Jesus. Well, we saw one thing that happened there. It was able to, mind you, well, it was able to deflect my stones. Well, mind you, that could have been just a spell that Silas was casting. Eh?
Yeah. Or it could have been something to do with the hammer. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll do some testing here. So, well, again, we'll grab this hammer, and he'll just try and do some parrying with one of his two companions, and he'll try and parry with the hammer to see if the hammer has an effect to protect him.
Who wants to spar with Gen? Crickets.
Well, it doesn't have to be much. All you have to do is just grab a stick and try and beat.
Okay, one of the red shirts there. No, they're going. That's right. You lost them all.
Oh shit!
So
Totally
those personalities are torched.
Jesus, we burnt through some of the troops there, right?
Mm-hmm. Looks like Siva and Yasmina just are ignoring you. Maybe they're still all hopped up on the powder. They're strangely disconnected.
Yasmin is on 2 hit points, so she's still freaking out about her injuries and seeing a woman.
Okay, well, we'll save that activity for when we get back to the camp then.
Okay. Okay. What was it? It was like a 2-day journey, 3-day journey back to the camp. So I got to roll a random encounter.
Now, is there a way for the guys, if we have a campfire and get them fed a bit, for the guys to heal up at least one hit point?
Yeah, but you can't do it. You can't travel for the day. You got to sit and rest, not do anything.
Well, how about when we leave the village there, because we kind of know the area, go and set up a camp there and camp overnight?
Okay.
Because we're not going to travel through the night, are we, guys?
Let's see. Can't roll your wits die.
Jesus, my wits, that's a big D8. A big D8 on that, huh?
And what are your specialisms? List off your specialisms to me.
Crafting, a hammer, war hammer, and a sling.
Okay. Roll that wits die straight up. No modifiers.
Yeah. No, that was not. I rolled a 1.
Okay. As you're leaving the hills, coming down to the plains, let's say about you got a day and a half travel left in front of you. As the trail winds through the rocky hills and the scrub, down at the bottom where it opens up onto the plain, there's 2 riders, mailed riders, and they've been observing you as you've come down the trail. And they're waiting for you to approach. The hands on the reins, shields slung, spears and swords.
And
they've got what do you call it when you wear over your armor? A tabard or something like that?
Tunic.
Tunic.
So they're not looking
red stained tunics. Red stained tunics.
Are they looking offensive, or are they just kind of?
Oh yeah, they're looking mean. They're expecting you to approach and stop. They get the look of like, we're going to talk to you. Who are you? Look about them.
Right.
You're a wretched group.
Now, okay. Well, I look at my companions there, like. Of course, my sling is getting ready to go into action.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always that, right?
Where you're coming from and where you're going.
Well,
that's what they ask. One of them, real.
Well, so we've approached them then. I'm thinking that we're still a distance away here. I'm looking for ideas, guys. What do you think we should do?
Hello?
I have no ideas.
I have no idea.
Go talk to him.
Does anybody else? Am I the only one with a missile weapon?
I got a ranged weapon.
What do you got? A bow? You got a bow?
No, I get daggers.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty close.
Now, while Dan knows that these guys could ride us down, is there any terrain around here where we could get behind, so that we're not ridden down? Because if we walk up to them, they could just charge us and ride us down.
Oh,
Right?
sure. And if you do that, then they'll eventually approach you.
At a minimum.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah, scrub, boulders, about this big.
Yeah. So we're gonna get in behind some defensive terrain, and then and call them on over. Well, we'll kind of wave them over, and then when they get close enough so that we could talk, again we'll just hold up his hand, and Yasmina, do you know any these guys at all? Do you know anything about this?
Me? No. I'm not from around here.
But you've been on the outside for 2 years, right? During the Red Prince's ascendancy? No?
No, I was trapped in the thing, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were trapped in the thing. Yeah, you know. Well, you know that the bands of the Red Prince's men travel to towns and villages rustling up tribute. So that could be most likely what these gentlemen are about.
Right. So are they heavily mailed?
Yes,
Like
yes.
They're full on like knight status. Do they have like a plate mail thing, or
No,
just
let's say
chain?
it's chainmail. They have chainmail,
Right.
leather leggings,
Jesus.
blood red tunic, shield. They've taken their shields off and they have their spears. So, like, reins in one hand and the spear next to them as they languidly come over.
Right. Gen says, "You guys, what was the goddamn name of that the collector dude? He was named to us. The guy that was going around collecting everything. Collecting people.
Yeah.
So we have his name, right? I actually have to take a bio break here. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, I'll take a break. Everyone take 10. These guys are gone. Fuck. Do. Okay. Yeah, figured out. Oh, a horse. I got stats for horses. Stats for horses. Characters and creatures. Characters. Warhorse.
I had a donkey for a roommate one time.
No way! I bet that was
Yeah.
a great roommate. I would love a donkey.
So I'm
roommate.
qualified to talk about the challenges. God, I need a D20 action dice. Hey, Yasmina, let's just hope that this hammer gives me a D12 action dice. Wouldn't that be sweet?
No one wants to talk to each other today. I guess we got all talked out last week.
Or what if the hammer gives you automatic advantage rolls on every roll? Wouldn't that be amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, there's things to just decide, things to figure out. I get to come up with what hell looks like. I haven't decided yet. Haven't really decided what hell's going to look like. It's going to be fucked up, I'll tell you that. It'll be a dangerous, treacherous place. Let's see. You probably start having dreams of like that zombie queen that Hardon Kumar married in the Dungeon of Corpses. Like you'll have nightmares or flashes of her going, "The bond shall be broken. The bond has been broken."
Are you talking to me then?
Yeah. It's like the hammer talks to you in its dreams, and it gives you images of the zombie queen.
Oh, Jesus. I was hoping the hammer was going to be righteous so that I would have sweet dreams of. But that's not the case, right? Oh my gosh. So
no, when you put it in your hands, it was like the feeling of destiny.
Oh yeah.
An unspoken destiny that has been thrust upon you against your will or your expectations. How you feel about it, I don't know. Is it the gods shoving something in your hands and forcing you to take on responsibilities you didn't want? Is it just the chaotic roll of the dice?
Well, I think after our last near miss, Gen says he thinks to himself, "Don't get ahead of yourself here, buddy. You've been fucking lucky."
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Now the where we are, like, how defensive is our position there, Jay? Like, in terms of those guys charging us,
they kind of have to circle around you around the rocks because they can't really charge directly at you, but they're on horseback, so they can come close enough to attack you with spears and swords.
No.
Try to drive you out, rear their horses. They're war horses. They're definitely war horses. They're not armored. They look like scouts. They look like they're geared to be scouts because their war horses aren't armored.
Now, so usually where there's one big rock, there's several big rocks. Like how rocky is the terrain around where we're at here? If we need to maneuver to get out of the way, like how impeded are the horses going to be? Just so we know.
Okay. Roll a d10.
All right. Rolled a 7.
Okay. The organization of the large boulders here on the near the lower plains is arbitrary. So nothing like that's totally defensible. More they're scattered about, so you would be positioning yourself, always trying to keep a rock between you and the horse, I guess.
Well, I'm more thinking because horses don't like, they don't want a broken leg or a broken ankle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In terms of just terrain that the horses are not going to want to navigate so willingly. That's kind of what I'm looking for, as well as rock boulders to hide behind. That's what Jen's thinking about.
Yeah, nothing that you can like get in a crack between or anything. They're too spread apart, so they can circle around.
Okay.
And protect you with your spears. They can't just take they can't just flat out charge, but they can and like try to go by, and you'd have to, dodge behind the rock, take passes at you, and then maybe most likely charge in, stop, and
Right.
try to
So,
push you away from the rocks with their rearing horses.
oh, okay. So then you are saying that the horses can operate around the rocks. It's not a scree field or anything like that, right?
No. And we rolled for that. We rolled for the disposition of the battlefield.
Okay.
And we get an arbitrary result. So you needed something like agreeable, supportive, friendly, or loyal, lower on the scale. And I would interpret that as excellent ground. But they're in a hurry, and they'll spare you a long walk to Kadar in chains if you just fork over what you have for tribute. They're shaking you down. Give us your money, and we'll forget whoever saw you. Otherwise, we're taking you to Kadar as tribute. You rabble. You sorry group of Susman farmer scum.
Well, wait till these guys get back here before.
Okay. You got it. But that's the situation. That's what we're looking at. We're coming up to the final showdown in Hex of Steel. That's going to be epic. The epic Regia clash.
Well, Dan's thinking about how he can put one of his sling stones right between the eyes of one of those horses.
Okay. That would be a cold shot.
That's part of what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Because we're
you'd get a minus 40 your combat roll because of the target size.
Because we kind of stopped them when we were hailing distance, right? We got behind the boulders and then we hold up our hands and they say, Gen says, far enough, hold, so we can parlay. And
yeah. And they hollered out, give us your coin and we'll let you go. And then, then they'll start walking their horses closer to you.
Yeah, well,
they've got their shields up and their spears. They're ready, but they're not intimidated by you guys.
Is Yasmina there? Yasmina, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I just come back.
Yeah.
Amazon delivery.
Okay. Siva, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, they get within 50 feet and stop and demand your coin, or they're dragging your sorry asses in. What's it going to be?
Well, they ain't getting my money.
They're excited about. They're happy to hear that. That's all they need to hear. They heal their horses. One going on. However, you guys want to spread out. Are you together? Individual rocks.
Hang on. That's before all that goes down. Gan says, "How about we trade for news that'll save your life?"
News? What news? They're laughing. What news? Speak your mind, and then hand over your coin.
Gen says, "Well, we just came down out of the hills, and the Suzuki Hillmen have taken over the Jarl's Keep that Silas Rue has been in charge of these past months."
So your village is sacked.
It's done for.
What care us?
Unless you can track down barbarians as they fly.
Oh no! It sounds like we don't have to go up into those godforsaken hills anymore.
There you go, and that right there, given the fact that they could set up a trap for you up there, we just saved your lives. So how about we just call us even and let us go on our way?
Roll your ego die. Make a reaction roll.
All right. Okay, I rolled a 6.
Okay. They decide that you aren't worth the fucking trouble, and they got more important things to do. And they kick their horse, the flanks of their horses, and skedaddle.
Fuck around. My Lord.
So when you first get the camp of the free armies of Xoth, first in sight, whatever at a distance, however the terrain is, to give you a nice view, there is a the camp is in a circle near the entrance to whatever the canyon was, the door of death in the ravine. And the army is drawn up in like a circle or semicircle around that ravine. And I don't know how many yards do opposing armies have it across from each other? Say it's 400 yards. There's another host. There's a host, a large host, flying red banners, camped. So let's say you have higher ground, copse of trees looking down to the plains where the camp, the ravines, and there was some rocky cliffs and a box canyon. So the good guys are encircled around the entrance to where they were going down into the ravine to the magical gate of hell. And outside of that, 400 yards away, is an army from the Red Prince camped, making preparations. How far away would you be when you see this? I guess I can roll for that, right? Oh, you see all this well away from it, so that there's no chance of anyone seeing you. If there's patrols out that may stumble across you, but yeah, you could stand on the hill and look down. You're that far away, not worried about it.
Right. Jesus.
Well, maybe we should wait till nightfall and then go around and get down in that ravine where our friends are.
So I missed one thing there, Jay. Are they actually just a meeting engagement, or did the red scourge have them surrounded or boxed in or something?
The Free Army doesn't have a lot of horses. They don't have a lot of cavalry. The Red Prince has a lot. So they have a line of troops out front, establishing a line. That's going to be 50 yards in front of the camp, and then they have a lot of mounted cavalry that if the Free Army tried to make a move, they don't necessarily need to surround them. They're just waiting to pounce if they leave. But it doesn't look like they're getting ready to attack.
So they basically have them pinned then.
Yep. And why haven't they attacked yet? You don't know. And I'm gonna say what? It's because it's getting on late in the day, right? The sun will be setting soon.
Well,
Yeah.
we
That
don't.
could be it. Or maybe
Guys,
they're waiting for night to attack.
why did we need to return back to our camp? Why? What was the deal with that? Was there a reason?
Yeah, the gate into hell is there.
Oh,
It's a physical opening in the earth.
I forgot about that. Is there a means to sneak around the far side to get into our camp?
There's a way to do it where, yes, absolutely, you could sneak into your camp, and it would take you about 8 hours to make that whole trek around. And the more hours you shave off of that, the more direct and more harder it is.
Yeah.
Like you can swing out around, no one's going to see you, blah, 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 but it's going to, like a long sweeping march. You can do that, be absolutely safe from detection, and most likely slide in to the camp. But it took you 8 hours to get to that location. So if you try to do it in 4 hours, it's going to be a little more difficult.
Right.
2 hours, a little more difficult.
Are we close enough to see into the enemy's camp so that we can actually see how they're preparing? Can we actually see what's going on in their camp?
Vaguely. Let's give you. What can you see? You can see that the horses are not corralled or heeled. The soldiers are mounted or in front of their horses, ready to go at a moment's notice. That's what you can tell.
Okay, so what Gen's really going to want to look at, we'll get Yasmin and we'll get everybody helping out here. Gen says, well, we want to find out if they're going to do a night attack, so that means they're getting torches prepared. So we want to see if there's people running around handing out stuff to all the riders and all the various troops, because somebody's going to have to be holding a whole lot of torches for a night attack, right? So that's kind of what we want to. We want to just kind of take a good 20 minutes here. And
you see some big pitch pots where people are dipping arrows into big sticky lightable, sap.
Okay, but it looks like they're dipping arrows, not torches then, right?
Both.
All right. Well, I don't know. What do you figure, guys? What's our strategy here?
Is the way to the portal unguarded, or
No, they the free armies are camped in a semicircle around it to protect it. To prevent anyone from, it's a defense. It's their most defensible position in a sense, because it prevents an attack from the rear. They can only be attacked from, three sides, northeast and south.
we just need to get there, don't we? So can we sneak our way into the camp and then just get into the portal without getting involved in this huge battle?
Yes, you can try. And the difficulty of doing it, that sneaking into the camp, is predicated on how many hours you're going to give getting in there. The more hours you give, the farther out of danger you will be of doing it. And does that matter? Or, more direct chance of being seen, run into patrols. Who knows? From either side.
The sun's going down, so we got all night. That's 8 hours. Get around for free.
Well, that's why I wanted to know if they're preparing for a night attack.
Well, they're waxing up arrows and torches.
Right. Here's a question: like the red knights, guys. As we look, what kind of uniforms does the rabble have?
Simple red tunics, red shirts, stained in crimson. Stained crimson. Red.
Right.
Red banners, ragged red tunics.
So here's an idea. I have a feeling that this fight's going to kick off before we can sneak around. What if we let it kick off and we take the most direct route there is? Their whole red horde army is going to be attacking and focusing on killing, right? So we come in from behind. We kill 3 guys, grab their tunics, put them on, and head straight into the fray and take them off at the opportune time. Like we sneak right through the whole fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can use the chaos of the red host attacking as basically our means to fucking get right in there. The dangerous part of it is, well, it's trying to stay alive so that we're not killed by our own forces. But when we take the tunics off and switch sides suddenly, but maybe in the scrum of chaos, there'll be an opportunity right there. Take the most direct route in through the back door, through the chaos, and then join our forces. What do you figure?
I don't think we want to join our forces, though, do we? We just need to get into the portal.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But we're going to have to, at some point in time, we're going to have to take these liveries off when we penetrate our own line, right?
Yeah, your guys' army is between you and the portal. They're kind of guarding the entrance.
Yeah, because they're on the portal, the army of the Free Peoples.
Yeah.
So I take off the livery and just avoid the bad guys. Just head towards the portal.
Yeah.
Pretty easy thing.
Yep. Sounds like a great plan. Get for avoiding getting in a fight with the Red Prince's soldiers on patrol, you all get a hero point for that. So add that to your kitty.
Okay.
So if we spend, instead of sneaking around, if we spend our time sneaking up close, then sure as hell somebody's going to hit the ground dead from our good guys' arrow fire, right? So if we could somehow fucking grab, like, pillage these liveries off some dead guys, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. But anyways, that's my thought. Because I have a feeling, guys, we're going to run out of time here. And
Ideally, we want to get to the portal before the fight starts. So, considering
That
it's
would-
going to be the focal point for the battle.
That would mean going now, which is fine. Right?
Yes, Yasmina will start, take off the Red Prince's livery, and then make her way. So we don't have to actually go past the bad guys' army, do we? Or do we?
No, you would be. It would be.
We're going to hit the free army first.
You are. What would they be? The enemy host is like to the northeast, and your friendly lines are directly north.
So they're closer.
who's
Well,
close?
free army, I think.
Yep.
I will brazenly start walking. No sneaking. Hands in the air.
Well, it is getting. It is. The sun is setting.
Hoping to encounter one of the sentries or skirmishes or something.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
You'll eventually bump into one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize. I thought we were in behind the scourge there. So it was really hard for us to get to our own forces. I didn't realize that that's why I came up with that line.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we all are.
Yeah, you can go like you're heading straight at your camp. These guys are here. The enemy army's here. There's a chance of being spotted. The farther away you go from where you are, less chance of that happening. So you guys go straight. The sun's going down. Yasmina is actually looking. You're looking for the picket guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whatever the king's name was again, I can't remember. Xoth or Xoth.
Oh, I was saying you're going to run into some of the Red Prince's
Oh, hang on, this is getting complicated.
pickets.
I want to head
They
straight.
have skirmish. They have skirmish dudes out on the flanks or whatever. You're bound to run into somebody, or someone's bound to see you.
Okay, let's go the longer way then, I suppose, and to avoid. I want to go the way that means I'm going to hit the free army first, rather than anybody else.
Okay. That'll take you 2 hours, 3 hours. But then you would definitely hit the pickets and not the bad guys.
Is that okay with everybody else? I don't know.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
yeah,
That was my first suggestion. Go around.
Okay,
Well-
so you guys are crossing the lines at the same time. About the same time, it looks like the Red Prince's army, as night has truly fallen, dusk is finally completed, and the sun is set. They're firing up torches and getting into formation for a night attack.
Thank God they watched Game of Thrones.
Now they're pushing forward like big pots of flaming pitch and some catapults.
I don't think we care, do we? We're not here to fight the army. I'm sure the army of the free are aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to get to that portal.
Do you want to, reconnoiter with the leaders? Let them know you're back with what you got.
If we make it to their lines, I suppose it makes sense.
Okay. Because I'm having you guys get into the camp.
Okay.
We successfully are doing that. You've reached the camp. You're safely in the camp, and the Red Prince's armies are forming up to attack with torches, fire pits, and pitch pots, and they're loading up catapults with big flaming balls of pitch.
Hello, we have returned. Please take us to the portal. We have what we needed. We have the hammer of Justica. Good luck,
Very
by
good.
the way. Good luck on the forthcoming battle.
Lion Diamond and Laker the Axe have just left an hour before you. We never thought we'd see you again, or when you would return. But your time is most fortuitous. They have descended into the ravine and have made their way to find their portal to wherever the hell they were going. There was two. They're splitting off.
There's two quest lines.
So getting into the camp safely, they have already headed out. And that's obviously where we're going to start off next session.
Okie dokie.
Right. Everyone got it?
Yep.
Hey,
Going to hell.
Jesus. So, a quick question.
An hour late.
A couple of things before we go. Did the guys pick up any healing on the way or in the camp? I don't know how beat up you guys are.
How many days did you not travel? Decide not to travel. Let's say 2 days. You get 2 hit points back
Okie dokie.
before you felt the urgency to move. Since no one seems to come figure it out, I'll tell you.
And what do I need to roll for healing?
For healing, you just get it back for natural healing. 1 point per day of resting, and I'm saying you guys camped and rested 2 days, so you get two back.
Well, I've also got the skill Healer's Touch. So.
Then you add a little couple more. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, since it's a +2, just maybe you get an extra every day.
Extra every day. So that'd be me and Siva, because Siva's got the healing thing as well.
Yeah. So you guys are getting 4 for the 2. 4 for 2.
Thank you much.
There you go. Back in business.
6. Well, I'm no longer spitting blood. Hooray. And my ribs are uncrushed.
Mm-hmm. And you guys got a small collection of hero points amongst you, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I've got 6 in total.
So feel free to spend any on any specialisms or save them for the trials that are approaching.